What's up, everyone? Hope you guys are doing well. Sorry I've been gone for a little while. I was on vacation for 10 days, but I want to go over the gift that I got for myself, or my memento for Scotland. It's not a Scottish thing, but I'm very happy to have it. Let's get into it. So this is my Orslow Type 2 denim jacket. For those of you who don't know what Orslow is, Orslow was established in 2005. It is a Japanese brand that focuses on making clothes perfectly. So their idea is there's fast fashion or slow. So it's a very cool brand. What they do is they take vintage-esque materials like vintage military, vintage heritage, American, stuff like that, and they recreate it in the exact specifications that it was at the time. So this piece in particular is a 14-ounce Type 2 jacket, very much similar to the Levi's Type 2 jacket from the 50s. I'm very excited about this. It's got a one wash to it, so it's still got a lot of fading to do. Very cool. So when I talked about Orslow, I gave you the idea that, you know, everything was done very, very slow. So it's done on the same looms, it's done in the same stitching, the same threads that they use. Everything about it is going to be exactly the same to how it was in the 1950s. I personally like 1950s products because I'm a little on the shorter side, and back at that time, their style was kind of high-waisted pants and then like kind of more cropped shirts or cropped jackets. So it has a really great fit. It fits like just above the hip, which is perfect for me. Some of the details that you'll see that, you know, really take it a step above is, if you look, they've got like the original pleats that you would have on the jacket. So right here you'd have like the pleats to the center of the jacket that I believe at one point in time you could cut away, and they would open up to give you a little bit more room. You'd have your front pockets right up here. And then a really cool thing is you'd have your red line salvage. So inside the jacket, they actually did a full salvage red line for that, which is just another step to kind of put you in a totally different tier of product. Just an awesome jacket. So there's not a lot going into it as far as like talking about like technology or anything along those lines, just because it is a Type 2 denim jacket. One of my favorite things about the 50s is they actually still used the rivets on the arms. So they stopped doing that because they were worried about people scratching like their cars, or while they were like working on stuff, that rivet would scratch. But I like that because it adds to the Americana. This one in particular has one wash. So it's not a full raw, but it's got one wash, so it will fade quite a bit. But you'll even see, because you'll see it's got like all sorts of texture inside of the jacket as well. It's already see there's like starting to twist and starting to move, so it's going to give it a really kind of cool character to the jacket, which is exactly what I want. For a little while I've been looking into a Levi's vintage Type 2 jacket, but the issue that I have with Levi's sometimes is, I believe it was like still made in like China or India or something, and it was $395. This one was around that same price, but it is done by the same looms that were used in the 1950s. It's the same weight. It is a salvage lined denim. It's done in Japan and it's done perfectly. I don't have to worry about the quality of the product being lesser than what it actually is. And so that's something that was really important to me. I know it's a bit weird that I got a denim jacket. It's like I got an American heritage denim jacket made in Japan in Scotland. But when I was in Scotland, I saw all these beautiful sweaters, but they were just really expensive. And I do love sweaters, and I think they're a great kind of investment piece. But to have something that was wool, and I just knew it wasn't going to be something that I was going to have forever. This denim jacket, on the other hand, is something that I will have forever. And I think it's just an amazing piece. In regards to size, everybody, I'm sure you already know, Japanese clothing tends to run a little on the smaller side. So this is actually what they would consider a 3. So this would be a Japanese large, but a US medium. I went true to size to a medium for me on this, and I think it's working perfectly. I want to wear it and have it age, and it's been something that I've been really on this kick. I've been on a very big heritage kick lately. I think it's just because as I've become more and more minimal, those are just so like staples. You know, no matter what the fashion trend is, there's always some sort of heritage take to it, and there's always some sort of like military style to it. So those are the things that I've been really getting into. One kind of qualm that I do have with this jacket, and I was a bit surprised about it, and the company that I bought it from, Orslow, you know, I didn't buy it directly from them. I bought it from a place called Dick's. So Dick's is in Edinburgh. It is an amazing store. They have really great clothing. If you're in Edinburgh, I highly recommend checking out Dick's. The one thing is, on Dick's website, it said that it was a 1950s jacket, and that is the vibe that I'm getting from it too, so I don't think that is wrong. And I've done some research, and other websites are calling it a 1950s jacket as well. But the only thing that kind of throws me off, and if you guys are big denim heads, feel free to let me know, but the patch on it. So if you look right here on the patch, typically I thought in the 1950s they were using like a leather patch at the time, as opposed to this is that kind of 1970s paper patch that will eventually wear away and go away. I am kind of intrigued about whether it is more of like a 70s kind of jacket, or it's just kind of a misstep on Orslow's side to kind of get rid of that. I'm not sure, but obviously I've showed you some pictures throughout the whole thing. And it's just a great piece. It's gonna go great for my winter. But thank you for coming, you guys. This is a short video just because I wanted to get something out for you as soon as possible because it's been such a long time. But we'll see you soon. Have a great day. Goodbye.